Hey, what's up? What's up? It is Wednesday, February 10th somehow already.
Holy
and
cow.
This is your Teach Better Brain Break. I'm back. You can't keep me out for this
Who
long,
are
Dave.
you? You don't
I've
look like
I have had to fight so hard to get back in this chair and back on this video because I had to take some time, and the people that jumped in for me were so much cooler than me. It was really hard. I was able to find the background. They didn't delete the background. They had my picture on it still, which is good. So we're back. Dave's got something planned for us game-wise. I don't know. We're going to goof around. We'll probably give something away. So stick around, hang out, grab a drink really quick, grab a snack, whatever you need. We'll be back in about, 60 seconds. It was totally not 60 seconds.
It was not. It's not counting, man. That was like
it's like 21 or something. Yeah, it's totally not 60 seconds. As soon as I did that, I'm like, that's not 60 seconds. Some of the the interludes, the transitions that we did for 12-hour live were 60. So apparently, that's where I'm at.
I think that's the last time you were online, there, so I can understand that transition would be a struggle for you.
I miss that music. I miss the music. I was super happy.
You, Jeff. We missed you.
I'm glad. I'm not 100% sure that I believe you, but I really appreciate the effort.
I miss you. I don't know that I miss you on Brain Break, but I miss you.
Well, that's good. I'm excited to be back. Fun little note. I was telling Dave right before we came on that I was in an interview because we are hiring for someone to be an executive assistant to this guy. Which is weird for me to even say, by the way.
Big time. When you
I'm like, this is weird. Like, this isn't how this should go. To be clear, it's very, very, very part-time. And I was meeting someone, and like we were just going talking, and which is a good thing. And I'm like, hey, I got to be live in 2 minutes. Like, Dave's going to fight me. So,
you know who doesn't have an executive assistant?
Who's that?
This guy.
The last time I checked my business card, it said Dave's executive assistant. I don't know why you didn't get that memo. Okay. That's how I've been signing my name.
Fair enough.
It's good to see everyone. Hi, Beth. Good to see you. Danielle! I feel like that's how I have to say that, since that's how I envisioned she said it. Hi, Lindsay. Good to see you. I like that I get my own hi, Jeff, and then she also gives a hi, Dave. Hi, Jeff.
I expect a hi, Dave, in a minute here, Lindsay.
Kate repping over on Twitch. I love it. Do we have? Oh, Danielle's got YouTube, so we got YouTube represented. Do we have anyone on Twitter? We need Twitter represented here. Nikki, good to see you. Nikki, I did get your email. I promise I will get back to you. I'm catching up. So we got some folks on Twitter. If someone wants to chime in and say what's up, like let's see it. So if you're watching us, let us know where you're at. Where you watching from? I'd love to know what you either have as a drink or a snack or whatever you got going on. And then I think that's it. I kind of want to know. I don't know if I want to ask this question or not, but like I kind of want to ask, like, give me like 3 green hearts if you're happy that I'm back.
See, that you haven't been here since the 12-hour live.
Give me 1 green heart if you're not as happy that I'm here. So 3 if it's good that I'm back. 1 if you're kind of like, I kind of thought it'd be Ray or Tisha or someone cool. But anyway.
Well, I'm going to give you like 18 green hearts because I'm super glad you're here. But the last couple of weeks have been pretty epic. It's been a lot of fun.
Has it been? I've missed the last 2.
Yeah. So last week,
right?
Last week we had Tisha Richmond and Ray Hewitt, and got to have them do a little battle head to head.
Who won that? Tisha?
We'll call it a draw.
Yeah.
The week before that, we had Tara Martin and Lindsay Titus on together.
That's right.
That's a head-to-head battle.
Holy cow! Who won that one? Because Tara's been getting buff. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Like you seen that? Like some of the videos.
She's doing some pull-ups and handstands, but Lindsay Titus was dropping some philosophy on her. So it was a good little battle.
It was like the sword and the pen or something.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Battle. I've never understood that thing. Anyway, awesome. So it was just 2 weeks.
Yeah, so it's been 3 weeks since you and I got to do this. Yeah. But then prior to that, like we were both getting kicked out by like
no kidding,
and Ray and Megan. I mean, it's just I'm glad we're back.
You were able to claw your way back a little quicker than I was. That's all. That's good.
That's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
Danielle just said green. I'm hoping that means multiple green hearts.
I think she's on YouTube, so she can't really do the green hearts.
She can't. I really appreciate everyone with the green hearts, the 3. That's really appreciated. So, Elijah, good to see you, brother. Always good to see you. Jeff Kaplan's in the house. Although he's getting ready to go out. It's 70 degrees there. It's
That's
like
not even cold, dude.
21 here, and that's the highest it's been all day.
When I woke up this morning, it was -7. So just keep that stuff to yourself, Kaplan.
Good to see you, Natalie. Natalie's here. Christy, good to see you. Brian's here. Good to see you, Brian. Your hat's on backwards, Dave.
It is game time. Let's do it.
Yeah, anyone, if you happen to have a brand that you want Dave to represent, there's 2 things you need to know. 1, give him a hat. He'll wear it. But 2, make sure your logo's on both sides because you never know which way it's going to be on.
It depends on how serious I am. If I got to do the Sylvester Stallone over-the-top look or not. So, yeah.
I like it. So what's the plan here? So like I haven't been here for a while. I don't even know how this works anymore.
Well, yeah. Well, I'll catch you up on that. But first, I want to hear you talked about interview today. What is that? All you did today? You just
that's all I did today.
Wow, man, I need to live this. I need to get an executive assistant just to hang out with me for a half hour a day. That sounds incredible.
Actually, I spent most of today with my kids. So my Wednesdays have shifted where actually I work a little bit later because my first half of the day. So my wife works like an earlier. It's not a half day. They refer to it as a half day, but she gets off at like 2. So it's not really a half day. She still worked for 8 hours, but she doesn't work the normal 11. And so just with my kids being here on school, my daughter just needs a little attention. I'm like, you know what? Actually, let me rephrase that. That wasn't me. Chad and Ray are like, hey, dude, start taking Wednesdays off because you're way too stressed with the school thing. So it's really Chad and Ray. So I sort of kind of take the day. I check in. I usually put my laptop up next to her, so I'm right next to her, helping with that. But it's a very, very light like to-do list day for me on Wednesdays. And then when I come back down, I get ready to go. I actually start working on my Thursday to-do list. So it's actually a really nice setup.
Yeah.
Makes me feel really good when you get to cross something up for tomorrow. So I did that. I actually had a couple calls. I jumped in. I run a mastermind for Pat Flynn, the Smart Passive Income. And one of the guys that's in my mastermind runs I can't remember what it's actually called, the title. It's a business pro network. So it's kind of like this. It's kind of a mix between a mastermind and I don't know if you've ever been in one of these, Dave. I would assume most educators haven't, but if you're in the marketing and sales world, these like business meetups, professional meetups, salesperson meetups. And so it's the combination is typically in a mastermind, it's private, it's confidential, like you don't share. And a lot of times in a business mastermind, it's like these people come and that's all who comes. You have to like be asked in. And then you have these like networking events where it's like anyone can come, but there's competition because like if you're a realtor in the same area, like there's only supposed to be one, and those are really set up to like just be exchange and hopefully leads. Well, he kind of combined it. He's like, no, let's take the good of the mastermind of like the helping each other and the good of like, hey, but we're also doing leads. But it's like it's a really cool thing. It's another virtual. So anyway, I jumped in one of his groups too because he's just trying to do more. It used to be all just in Virginia. Now he's going international. So it's really cool. So I met some really cool people in there, which was fun. And then got to jump on an interview, and I've got a few more things to get done. And then I got to go out. I got to take the kids out. They got Valentine's Day cards today with $10 in them. So we're going spending, baby.
That's awesome.
Going spending. So it's a good day, man.
That's awesome. Let that be the reminder to those of you that are watching this. Valentine's Day is coming. It is coming quick. So yes. What you got to do between now and Sunday. I had to look at the calendar. Between now and Sunday.
Well, it is Sunday, yeah. And actually, Amy's birthday is Monday, so I always got to remember that happens too.
Yeah.
I can remember Valentine's Day, but I forget the next day. It doesn't matter at that point.
And for those of you that are up here in the northern, I don't know if this is how it is in Ohio, but if your school is kind of still going back, a lot of times you get a 3-day weekend around President's Day. Mm-hmm. And so just be careful. If your mind is just focused on school and, hey, I get Monday off or whatever, Sunday's in the middle of that. So don't mess up that.
That's a good touch.
Yeah.
So I'm all ready. I already bought. I got a gift spot. I'm ready to go.
Good for you.
I got to remember to like give them to her because sometimes I'll do that.
Details, whatever. Yeah. Let her find them herself. She's fine.
I just put them out on the table now.
She'll find them on a random Tuesday in July, and you're like, yeah, I was just thinking about you today.
Happy birthday. No, I'm just, So, and interested. So, so this is, there's a more important holiday coming up, Fluorescent Yellow Food Day on the 20th.
Alex, of course. Alex, I have no idea what I'm taking your word for it, Alex.
Alex, can you give us a few examples of fluorescent yellow food that we can celebrate? Because I'd really like to celebrate. And actually, Alex, you'd have to argue with my daughter Jacqueline, who is 6, because she will tell you that the 20th is not that. The significance of the 20th is that we have a date for some princess event here in town to go see all the Disney princesses. So anyway.
That's good. A nice daddy-daughter date.
It is. It's going to be good.
That's awesome.
We'll see. Sometimes with those, we get there, and then she's terrified of the princesses. So we'll see how it goes.
Which I can relate to. I understand.
True. That's
I
true.
understand. Smart girl.
Yes. Oh, he's literally got. There's a website apparently. Some yellow food. All right. Is that something you started, Alex?
I would love to, but I would be super scared to check out Alex's like Google search history because he has so much knowledge, and I'm terrified of where he goes to get all this stuff.
Oh man. What is going on next week? Oh, get the whole next week off for midwinter break, right. And Lindsay does as well. All right, so we got some. Right, I can get behind this day. I think I'm with you, Alex. Is there shirts? Can I buy shirts? Because you got mac and cheese, bananas, lemonade, Twinkies. I can't eat any of that, but other than bananas.
So I'm confused. Those are fluorescent. Those are fluorescent yellow.
I don't know. Bananas are green, so like the ones we get are yellow, but real bananas are green.
So that's fake bananas.
Yeah, you ever seen like an actual like where like bananas grow like organically in the wilderness?
Well, until you take them off the tree and then they start to yellow.
Like they don't change the same way. The ones you eat they have stuff in them.
Maybe that's why they're fluorescent. Okay, I got it now.
I eat them too.
That makes sense. Maybe I'll start glowing one of these days too. Okay.
Elijah, I admire you. So that's just the truth. I do. You know, I've been trying to be better at that, about like remembering that I have a family.
Yeah. It's seriously. And you know, I was going to comment on this. You know, you posted a thing today on your Instagram story, a Gary V thing. You know, he went off on this amazing rant and video about balance.
Yeah, they clipped up a bunch of
all the time. Mm-hmm. So good, so good. And it speaks to that point. That don't ever begrudge somebody for their priorities. If somebody says I'm gonna work 14 hours a day because that's what brings them passion, God bless you. If they say no, I'm gonna spend 14 hours playing Monopoly with my kids, God bless you. Don't begrudge them. You be you. Be you.
Like the biggest thing, and so that's one you see like things like that. Like that's why I've connected. Like I connect with Gary V's content because when you dig deep like into his stuff and get away from his his New Jersey stuff, his swearing, all that type of stuff, and you really dig in, like he's talking about some really important stuff.
Yeah, he's
and I connect with him in so many ways too, because a lot of people have gotten on me and throughout my life about how I work and stuff, and I'm like, and I think he says it in one of those videos. I've seen him say it. I can't remember if it's in one of those clips where he's like, "I'm not happy when I'm not working." Mm-hmm. He goes, it's not because I don't love my family. It's just I'm happy when I'm working. And for me, I'm like, me too. Like I love working. Like I said, I like really struggle with weekends. I have to try really, really hard on weekends to like do other stuff because I'm like, I just want to do this. I'm like, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It's funny you say that. You know, I was down in Florida just for a couple of days. Just went for that quick trip a few days ago. Just flew down and hung out at my parents' house for literally 3 days. But the second day of that, I cleared my calendar. And I was like anxious. I was looking around, looking over my shoulder. There's got to be something I can do. I do not sit down well, but I admire people that can. So be you. I love it.
Yeah, and but I like something that he says in there because obviously Gary Vee, if you know him, he's known for working 12, 14-hour days. But he says something really important. He goes, if you work a 9 to 5 and you're on, what does he say? He's like, you're on like 13 softball teams or playing Madden all day long and you're happy, then you are the same level as me. Like neither one of it, like that's where you need to be. If you love it, like you gotta find your harmony. Like that's what I always say, like it's gotta be your harmony. And it changes. Sometimes I always do with harmony. Like sometimes, the bass has to carry it, and sometimes the soprano's got to come in and bring that, right? So it's the same thing in your life. Sometimes work has to dominate, and other times your family does, or your personal passions and stuff like that. So you got to find what works for you. And I think the biggest thing that he talked about is like stop judging yourself based on what other people might think, because other people are judging you because they're hurting in some way. So like just do you, boo? You know.
That's it. That's it. And that's now the second time I've heard you try to pull that off this week.
So, when did I do that the other time?
I don't know, but
I did. I'm like, I just said that, and I'm like, I just said that the other day, and I think it was it with Tish when I was live after Master Chat, maybe, or no, I think it was Chad on a Monday morning.
Oh, that's exactly what
because I said it. I'm like, do you, boo? And I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah. As you were out there trying to pitch the idea of becoming an ambassador, you throw that out there, and I'm just like, oh, Gargus, do people really want to associate with that? No, just kidding.
No, I was on this interview before, and I'm like, so like the hardest thing about this potential position is working with me. I always joke. I say, I think I'm really, really easy to work for, but tough to work with. So
I disagree with that completely.
You got to figure that out. So.
I disagree. It's one of those things. You and I go back and forth, and we joke with each other a lot. But it's out of complete respect because I think you're one of the coolest guys out there, man. Seriously. So
I appreciate that. I love when you drink a lot before we get on this. That's awesome. Brian, good to see you, brother.
This is a brain break. So just mind you, I am not.
So your brain's not working.
Right yeah.
I love it. So what's going on? We're 16 minutes into this thing. And I love it. I'm really excited to be back. This is fun.
This is old school cocktails and randomness now.
Yeah, that's you know what? I'm okay with that.
Can I just tell you what I got to do today?
I was trying to get there, then we kept going.
Hey, you're fine.
So what did you do today, though?
Yeah, that's fine.
Apparently.
So this is a terrifying thing. Speaking of family, I dropped my son off. He's in driver's ed right now, and right now he is out driving the streets somewhere.
With someone in the car, though, who has a brake.
Yeah, with somebody. I assume he's in the car with somebody else. Yeah.
Right side. It's not you.
Oh, absolutely. But they do this thing here in Michigan. I don't know if this is the case everywhere, but in driver's ed, you have to have so many hours in classroom instruction, so many hours behind the wheel, and so many hours observing other people behind the wheel. So so he has to sit in the back seat and watch other newbies drive.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying for me. I have full confidence in him.
Because you have someone else in there, yeah.
But I also know that not all 15-year-olds have the same aptitude as him, and it scares me. But
that's interesting.
Wait for those days.
I mean, that's not a thing here that I know of, but I mean, it's been a while since I took my driver's training, and it's going to be a while before my kids. I'm pretty sure the cars will maybe be flying by the time my kids get there.
True story for me, and this makes sense for people that might have been in the car with me. I took my driver's ed when I lived in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. So on a Navy base where there were no stoplights and the maximum speed limit was 35 miles an hour. That's where I did driver's ed, got my license there. And then because of reciprocity, I was able to just transfer that license when I lived in Florida, and then reciprocity to Michigan. I have never taken a driver's test in my life.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I took mine. I was like talking to this when I talk to someone who's from the South and gets scared of driving in the snow. I took my driver's license in the snow, my test in the snow. Wow. So I was good at that, but that's interesting. Well, I actually think, and I don't actually think this, I don't want this to happen, but like if you think about actual safety, like they should probably test us again at like 25 and then 30, because I'm pretty sure we all get worse as we get older anyway. When you're younger, you have the potential to be the best drivers ever because your reaction time is faster than anything else. Then you get older, you get more relaxed, you get a little dumber,
cocky,
cocky, right? Yeah. And you know things happen. So yeah, I didn't. We had to do I was the last year, so a year after I got my license, they changed things. So I was trying to think what mine was. Mine was so many hours in classroom and then in the car. But after I got mine is when they flipped in Ohio. It's where you could start your driving and stuff at 15 and a half versus 16.
Okay.
So then kids started, so then I was there. I had just started driving, and a bunch of kids that were, 6 months younger than me were able to start driving at the same time. I'm like, wait a minute, what the?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
That was forever ago.
And I don't want to geek out right now because it's a brain break, but so many parallels to this and mastery and arbitrary dates and timelines, but we won't go there. Let people make those own connections tomorrow if they want to. But yeah, it's interesting. Definitely interesting.
I wasn't listening to anything you say. I didn't want to get off track.
Oh yeah, good. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Good. So what we do? We have any games there? We do anything like this?
I do. So yeah, I thought I'd get you caught up to speed. I was going to pull out some new things, but I thought, no. I'm not going to let you off the hook because I've had some of these games waiting for you, and I've had to have other people pinch hit for you, and you need to participate so you can see what they've gone through, what they've done.
Okay.
And we'll let you
first, I just a really like just a tough one for you. Mel wants to know what are we chatting about today. Can you summarize that?
No, I cannot.
Okay, good.
So can Mel? Oh my gosh, Mel is amazing. Can I just compliment Mel for a second?
Absolutely.
Mel is one of the coolest people on the planet. She's been coming to our mastermind, our evening mastermind.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Mel is from Australia, teaching in Colombia, right? And so amazing, just so cool. A couple of weeks ago, she had ordered some delivery during our mastermind, and she was just giving me a lot of lingo and talking about how she had to take a pause because she was going to go nom nom, which
nom
I guess
nom?
meant eats and chow and
Yeah,
whatever.
nom nom.
Yeah, she's super cool, super cool. So
I love it. So Australian and but she's in Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
Mel,
hanging out with us up in the Midwest.
Mel, do you have an Australian accent or a Colombian accent? Because I love both. Like, I'm trying to think, do they meld together? Because that could be cool. I need to make sure I get to next week so that I can meet Mel. Well, awesome. We're not talking about anything. We're just kind of it's just random here. Although Dave's got a game. All right, let's get into this game.
So here's the deal. And no, Mel, it's not normal. Anyway, so I've got a few games, and this is kind of what we've been doing the last few weeks. So I've pulled out 3 games, and we kind of just transition one to the next, and we start off easy, and then we progress to really putting you on the spot to see what you can do. But this week we're gonna flip it, and we're gonna start with the challenge, and let you just jump right in to the deep end. You know, Tara Martin a couple weeks ago, the author of Cannonball In, says just rock up on a high dive and jump in the deep end and see if you can swim. So that's what we're gonna do with you. Do you remember back in the late 90s, early 2000s, a game called Cranium?
I do, yeah. I don't remember much about it, but I remember the name. I have the box somewhere.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get you up to speed, and this might be something you play here soon. So Cranium was a great game. I haven't played the actual game in years, but it was phenomenal back then. So the essence behind Cranium is you got to really work all parts of your brain. There are some trivia questions you've got to answer to get points. Then there's other questions or other tasks you have to do. Like there's one called Sculpt Rage. You have to build things out of clay and get your partner or Play-Doh and get your partner to guess them. But then there's a couple that we've been doing the last couple of weeks that have been really fun. For example, there's a humdinger where you have to hum a song and see if people can guess the song that you're humming. There's another one called Copycat where you have to act out something and see if people can guess what you're acting out. So, for example, I had to act out Lola Bunny. Ray picked one for me, and I had to act like, I guess that's Bugs Bunny's girlfriend. Or
was this Lola, like from...
Yeah, like
Bugs
from Space
Bunny,
Jam.
Like Space Jam, yeah.
So I had to try to figure out how to act that out. She had to do the Tasmanian Devil, like stuff like that. You just had to act it out and see if people can guess it, which has been a whole lot of fun. So people feel free to go watch the replays of those. So I've got a couple of those that you're going to do, and we'll see if people can
How
guess.
are you delivering that to me so that no one knows?
Yeah, I'll just shoot
the
you in private chat, or I can text you, whichever works best for you.
Okay.
But I'm going to start off easy. Before we get to the humdingers, I put that out there just to make you scared. We'll start off easy. And there's a couple of categories that are called data heads. And they have one that's called polygraph. It's true, false. Is this statement true? So you just have to answer that and see if the audience here can help you. So that's one. And then there's a select request, which is multiple choice. And then we'll transition into you making a fool of yourself.
Awesome. Okay? Sounds good.
Are we ready for that?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right. So these were random. We were both scurrying to try to get here on time today. So I just ripped some things out of the box. So I have no idea if these
That's how we work best. That's how you and I work best.
Well, truth be told, I took my time going to the fridge, and then I ran up
here. There, I had to jump right over.
And then I ran up here and just ripped some things off. So the first question, this is a true-false question. So I guess I just need to know if you think it's true or false. But I would say let people that are watching.
I'm gonna let them talk for it. Yeah, I'm gonna let you lead me.
Yeah, every question is a phone a friend in this, so let them help you out. So it's a true-false. And we're gonna bring ourselves back in time here. When I was a kid, I used to watch the show all the time, but I'm also a few years older than you. I don't know if you experienced this or not. The Brady Bunch. Are you familiar with their work? Sort of. Okay. Well, let's hope some of our old ones here can help you out. The question is, on the Brady Bunch, their dog, well, it's a true false, so I have to read it as a statement. The dog on the show The Brady Bunch was named Sam. True or false? And Danielle, yes, I will make him hum. No worries. But right now, Brady Bunch. Brady Bunch. The dog on the Brady Bunch was named Sam. True or false? And Brian, great question. We will get that one if Jeff ever answers this question.
All right, Taylor's coming in at false.
Oh, and Taylor's an old guy too, so he'll know this one. Just playing with you, Taylor.
He's not really playing, Taylor. I'm gonna let a couple. I need a few answers to come in here before
Chris is saying false too. So those of you that are saying false, don't just throw out false. If you think it's a different answer, you got to tell us what you think it really is.
See, Danielle, I like your honesty.
And is Danielle saying she doesn't know what the Brady Bunch is, or she doesn't know the dog?
I think she's asking, why am I still watching this?
Oh, that could be it too. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I think I'm gonna trust the audience here. I'm gonna say false. It's not Sam.
Okay, well, Brian's got false. Sam was Alice's boyfriend, Sam the butcher. Yes, you're absolutely right, Brian. Yep. Okay. So did they have a dog?
I don't even remember. I don't know. I don't remember it enough to know whether they had a dog.
They did. Oh, and Alex, of course, the Google search history comes in. Yes, the dog was Tiger.
Tiger. Okay. I would not have ever guessed that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sam was Alice's guy friend. Yes. Yeah. Well done, people. So that's the warm up.
Crowd's good. Appreciate y'all.
Pretty simple. Pretty
easy. They gonna hum for me too? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No? Okay.
Not yet. No, not yet. Okay. So now we'll do the multiple choice question, and then we'll transition into you making a fool of yourself. Are we ready?
Sure.
Okay. So multiple choice question is called a Select Quest in Cranium. You might get this one. It's kind of pop culture meets music meets Nickelodeon. So
I love your somewhat confidence.
You might. Okay. So this is a multiple choice. So people, you'll be commenting with what you think the answer is. All right. The question is, which pop music star appeared on Nickelodeon's TV show You Can't Do That on Television? Do you remember that show?
I do.
Which pop music star was on You Can't Do That on Television when she was 11 years old? Was it A, Alanis Morissette? Was it B, Jewel? Was it C, Tori Amos? Or D, Cyndi Lauper? Which pop star was on You Can't Do That on Television, which was another great show from back in the day?
Cyndi Lauper's too. She would have been older than 11 at that time.
Mm-hmm.
That's at least my thought.
Yeah, in 19. Did I say the year?
And Alanis Morissette, I don't think so, because she was a pop star in Canada before she broke in the States.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the other two? Tori Amos
and Jewel.
I want to say
a little fact. Jewel's actually from Michigan.
Is she really?
Yeah, she actually went to Interlochen up in Traverse City, up here for music school.
That would explain why she's not really popular anymore.
Before she went through the homeless, before she found herself homeless and living in a car and all of that. Yeah,
she's a talented singer. What is she doing these days?
We got a lot of people guessing Jewel here, which is interesting.
Lots of Jewels.
Now let me challenge it. Hey, people, it's not Jewel.
Yeah, I didn't think it was Jewel. I'm pretty sure it's Tammy. I think it's. So here's where I'm at.
Tori Amos, Alanis Morissette, or Cyndi Lauper?
I want to say Tori Amos, but then I'm thinking, okay, all right. Was that how Alanis Morissette started to branch into? Because she was up there doing her thing, but she was also in the pop realm, so like I could see her agents and stuff like that trying to get on a show.
Call Tori Amos a pop star? I don't know if we could call her a pop star. I mean,
it's true too. She's more indie.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm. Yeah, but would you call Alanis Morissette pop star?
And that would be very ironic. That's true.
Depending on what album you're talking about, she could have been a pop star, but Jagged Little Pill wasn't pop. It
was popular. It was on.
It's true, it was popular, but it wasn't pop.
Her videos were on TRL, right? So
yeah, but it was because it was the era of grunge and stuff.
That's true. Yeah.
Which I guess in that time was sort of pop, but no, because NSYNC was like, "Hey, what is this pop stuff that everyone's talking about?"
Right. Yeah.
I'm going with Alanis Morissette.
Jeff Gargas, were you in the music industry at some time? Because that is absolutely correct. It is Alanis Morissette. See, that's why I like having you back here. And the hat is getting turned around because I am that impressed.
I was in the music industry, but I don't think that had anything to do with me guessing that correctly.
Well, I disagree. It was hidden knowledge back there.
Fun fact: that was my first concert ever. Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill.
Really?
Yeah, nice. My older brother took me.
Wow. My first concert, I was Neil Diamond.
Nice.
Yeah. And then New Kids on the Block soon after. So, yeah.
So I never saw New Kids. I did see Backstreet Boys. A buddy of mine won 2 tickets off a Sprite bottle, and I got one of the tickets and went. And as a high school boy, it was the best thing I ever did.
I am with you. My sister got New Kids tickets, and I was like, me too.
There's like 7 of us high school dudes and 7 million girls. So it was, but and honestly, though, I always defend this because one thing that I learned at night, the Backstreet Boys, every single one of them played every single instrument on stage. Very talented musicians that took a route that doesn't show that as much. So
that's impressive.
It was interesting.
And Joe, do you see Joe's comment there? He threw out the Lincoln Hawk reference, not the alternative. Yes, Lincoln Hawk. That was Sylvester Stallone's character. Over the
that's
top.
Too bad, Joe. Like it wasn't even. Joe's wasn't even like a real.
He saw me flip my hat around, and that's why he was there. But
really.
And Young MC. Oh, that was cool concerts too. Yeah, Backstreet Boys was my first. And when you're throwing out BSB, that's just like super fandom. So well done.
Yeah. So from there it got a little crazy as I got into my once I got a car and stuff like that. Like we started going constantly. At one point, the summer of my senior year, I saw Tom Petty 3 times in 7 days.
That's amazing.
I've seen Aerosmith. I can't remember what I'm at Aerosmith. I think I've seen Aerosmith. I think I'm in double digits. We did the Motley Crue thing for like 4 years where when they came back on tour, we saw them in Pittsburgh and Cleveland every single time for the 3 or 4 years. And I used to go all over the place. I used to love it. I've seen some in several in Michigan as well, up north of Detroit. And I've driven a long ways to see shows, but yeah, man.
Do what you got to do.
Yes, man.
Well, speaking of music, I think we've milked this long enough and dragged it out, Jeff. I think you're stalling now.
What's that?
We're going to hear your
musical
acumen right now. You ready?
I don't care.
Well, we might. So, this is again setting this up for the crowd here. It is called Humdinger. The rules are simple. To win this Humdinger, Jeff has to hum a song, and we have to guess what he's singing or what he's humming.
Pass if I don't know the song?
No. You just try your best. I'll make sure you know the songs. There's no country music in here. You're okay. So I'll make sure you know this.
Probably would know more of the country than you think, but
the game's 20 years old. You'll know the songs. Trust me. I've got 4 of them here, so you just tell me when to stop shuffling.
Stop.
Oh, good one to start. It's not that, no. So I'm throwing it into private chat for you. I hope it's in the private chat. Otherwise, this game is just ruined. Okay, so here's how it works. I obviously know it, so I'm not going to guess. I'll just let you play this out until we get somebody that gets it, and you just keep making a fool of yourself until people can guess. So, people that are watching, if you want to put Jeff out of his misery, guess it right away. If you don't, and you just want to keep watching him make a fool of himself for the next 25 minutes, just sit there in silence. It's up to you. No, don't do
that. Maybe a jam band version.
Are we ready?
The person who gets it right, I'm giving a shirt to him. Just
put him out of his misery quickly. Okay, well done. Okay,
let's see. I'm ready now. Like good.
I'm ready. If you're ready.
That's all it is. I don't know.
Pretty good.
That was horribly out of tune, but
I don't know. That was pretty good. But
I had to stop myself. I wanted to do the action.
Taylor Armstrong. Yeah,
he was gonna make me do it again.
Yes, I'm a little teapot.
Taylor and Alex in right after that.
That's awesome. Well done. And now they're all coming through.
What?
Hokey pokey.
That's not hokey pokey. That's hockey poker. That's hockey poker.
Thumbs. Those thumbs will get you every time. Yeah.
It was actually so I love all the little teapot thing. That was actually Pop by NSYNC. I don't know why no one got that. Like I'm confused. We talked about it earlier. Like,
oh, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Weird.
That was good. That was good.
Did Ray do that? What song did Ray get? I didn't watch hers. Did she do that one or no?
So unfortunately, Ray doesn't know music. So like I would give her a song. She's like, I don't know that one. Give her another. I don't know that. So I remember
Ray claims to not know anything.
Yeah, I know.
All the time.
But she had. So. I remember one that she had to do was Itsy Bitsy Spider, which she did pretty well. I mean, it's you do the hand gestures. It's pretty easy. I don't remember what else I'm going to have to go back and watch what she did, but I know that her and Tisha were amazing. They were.
Yeah, I almost did the teapot, and I'm like, oh wait, stop.
Gestures, yeah. Unless you want to cheat. Okay, so the next one, I'm going to switch up.
There's more.
Oh, there's more. There's more.
Yeah.
So this next one is we're going to do Copycat. For Copycat, you have to act out this thing, this person, this character, this object, whatever it is. You can't say their name. You can't say, I am whatever. You just have to. You can't say, hi, my name is whatever. Like, hi, I'm a rock. What am I? No, you can't do that.
My name is
Slim Shady. I just watched that movie again the other day. 8 Mile? Oh, 8 Mile, yeah. On Amazon Prime, I watched it again.
Do you know how many times I've literally just YouTubed the end?
That's exactly it. Because the last rap about it, what he just shuts him down and says, yeah, this is me. Go ahead, come back at me. So good. I had to watch it.
Holly, good to see you. I was so pumped to see your application come through, Holly.
Application for what?
Fortunately, I have that question. What's that? Oh, yeah. Well, we got to go back to the question. Application for being an ambassador. Unfortunately, Holly, I don't have any say in the matter, but I was super excited to see it come through. Where is that question? I'm going back through to find Brian.
Basically said, what's all involved in being an
ambassador? Right there. Yeah. So first off, Brian, appreciate the love. We love you too. Want to know how much of a commitment being an ambassador is? How much time per week, month have you put in? So Alex, I know. Well, there's a few ambassadors in the comments that could comment on that as well. If you want to share like how much you put in there, Brian, the answer from me at least is however much you want. So the thing is, a lot of you've probably seen some of the ambassadors sharing like when they level up. So there's different levels based on points that you could earn, and those levels and the points earn you different things. So like additional swag, time to hang out with people on the team, like a lot of different stuff, stickers, whatever. I can't remember what else it is, and badges and stuff. But those are all typically things that you're already doing anyway. And I think most of the masters would tell you that as well. Dave, how about, you went through that. You were one of the founding masters. So.
And I love how you talked about like the badging up and the leveling up and all that kind of stuff. It's if you think about like being a Boy Scout, when somebody said, what's the commitment to be a Boy Scout? It's really, I don't know, how much commitment do you want to put into being a Boy Scout? It's the same kind of thing here with the ambassadors. The ambassador thing is so cool because it's just a collection of people that are already involved and are already passionate about Teach Better and the things that Teach Better stands for. And it's a way to just put out there the stuff that you're already doing. There's no quota, there's no timesheet, you have to check all these boxes to continue to be an ambassador. You're going to pull your privileges. But in the application process, you say, here's all the stuff I'm doing. Here's how involved I am. Here's my beliefs and the stuff that I stand for. And here's how I'm going to continue to move forward. And it's amazing. The group that you're with will inspire you to keep doing more.
And Nikki actually, I'm glad you said that because we were talking with Megan and Andrew, and they were saying that that the number of points and the usage of the trackers and stuff has went down. Yeah. But Megan and Andrew we're pretty sure it's just because it doesn't matter anymore. They just love being a part of the group and love being in that family. So, Brian's really whatever. We have some cool stuff coming out for the ambassadors that even our current ambassadors don't know yet. That I think is going to make it even cooler and more fun, more ways to connect. Some extra little things and some cool ways to be part of it. It's whatever you want. I mean, like Dave said, it's and we have a couple of some ambassadors I think I've seen in on stuff that are like, hey, sorry I've been quiet for a while. I was dealing with stuff, and it's like it's all good. It doesn't matter. Like it's cool. That family's there waiting for you. So
and I know you guys just went live on this, and there's been lots of lives about it. But for those people that are seeing this thing, so ambassador sounds cool. What is it exactly then? If you had to summarize it, you're stuck in an elevator with somebody going up 5 floors and they say, oh, Teach Better Ambassador, I saw that application. You only have 5 floors. How do you explain that?
It depends. Are we like in the what's the big hotel in the middle of Detroit? Is that the GM hotel?
The Renaissance Center? Yeah.
Because that's like super fast. Is it that 5 floors? Or is it like a normal?
Well, I know you've already gone up 1 floor and you've only got 4 left.
So it's in case if we're having a conversation with Teach Better team and we have to talk with like Germany or another country, like we send you instead, and you just figure out that
So you have to have a passport, is what you're saying, to be this.
Essentially, the ambassador program is simply an opportunity for you to be more connected with. I say the team, but more with I think Dave said it well, with the message we try and carry, what we're trying to share, the mindset, the beliefs that we have, and the people that are in this community. For us, it's an opportunity for us to have a little more focus on you and trying to raise more voices up and put you up in that ambassador spot. So we love doing stuff with ambassadors. It's an opportunity to come together with like-minded folks that are going to be there for you. I think what most commonly comes from our ambassadors is that it's a family. And I know we're all kind of that way anyway. We kind of believe in that no matter what. It's just like another step. I think Chad actually, Scott, I'm not 100% that it's the best way to do, but Chad described it as like, we're all like, this is all our, like, you're all in our family. The ambassador is like, you become like like immediate family, right?
Yeah,
like,
you're no longer at the kid table, right? It's a Thanksgiving. You can come sit with the adults now. Yeah.
Well, depending on how you look at it, maybe you get to go sit with the kids.
Right.
I don't know. But it's just an opportunity to be more involved and get a little bit more connected / rewarded for the things like Dave said that you're already doing, right? And the biggest ask, I think, from us to our ambassadors is carry the name proudly, and try to share not the things that we do and the services we provide and stuff like that, but share the mindset that we're trying to push and the positivity and the togetherness, the familyness, the helping kids. Like, help us spread that, help us further the mission. That's the biggest thing there. So.
I think that you nailed it from my perspective, and as one of the ambassadors, when this first came to be, I had the same kind of questions that people are asking now. Like, what is it? What's the commitment going to be? Explain this. But ultimately, all I heard was you get to be connected with the Teach Better team in a way that you haven't been before. And I was like, I'm in. And that's what I found it really was. It was this opportunity to not just hear from you and Chad and Ray and Meg and Andrew, but then you started tapping into me to say, we want to hear from you a little bit more as well. I wasn't used to sell anything. It's not about pumping out any message or anything. It's truly just, you're now this conduit. You're an extra voice at the table. We want to be able to hear from you. You're part of the family. You believe the same things we do. So let's talk. You've committed and you've proven that you're on the same page. So let's just start a next level of our relationship. And it was super cool, super beneficial for me. So
yep. I love it. And I think some of the things that are coming down the pipe here for ambassadors are just more opportunities to step up if you want to and get more involved in things if you want to. And I stress that if you want to, that's the whole thing. It's like if you want to. So Brian, I hope you'll put an app in and consider that. The app's super quick and easy. The hardest thing is really you do a 60-second video, which is like nothing. So, good stuff. Cool.
Yeah, great question.
Everybody, all of our ambassadors in there, really appreciate you sharing your thoughts in there as well and helping anybody who might be thinking about it. So appreciate it.
Very cool.
All right, Dave, what's up?
You ready to make a fool of yourself? Okay. Yeah, sorry. And I know we keep dragging this out. It's like, I'm going to make a fool of yourself. Oh, there's something else to talk about for 10 minutes. Yeah.
I'm always making a fool of myself.
That's true.
So
but we're putting it on display for all audience,
This is what I do to make a fool of myself, like just this.
That's true. I understand.
Podcast the face.
All right. So this one, this is Copycat again, just to reset this.
Hey, Taylor, do me a favor, bud. Like, don't.
Wow.
I love it, Taylor. He knows I'm messing with him. Sorry.
That's amazing.
I couldn't help it. I love Taylor.
I know. That's one of those things you only pick on the people that you like. So that's why
I do. If I stop picking on you, that's when there's trouble.
Right? Yeah.
That's why I've stopped picking on Ray. It's getting serious. Sorry.
All right, here we go. All right. So Copycat, you have to act like this thing that I'm about to send you in the private message. People have to try to figure out what in the world you are acting out. And hopefully you can do this justice.
I'm laughing at what Dave sent me, but I'm also laughing at Nikki saying that it took her just no less than 25 takes. Okay, so that's what you just sent me, yes?
That's what I just sent you, yep. You have to try to act that out.
Okay, I'm not letting it.
You can't say.
Am I allowed to talk at all?
Oh, yeah, you can talk, but if you talk, and if this is something that has a voice, you need to talk in that voice.
I don't know if I can do the voice. I can try, which will probably be the funnest part about it. But I'm going to be able to give it away really quickly because of.
Well, I would say save, if you're going to mention other names, save those names for a minute if you don't mind. Otherwise, yeah, you will give it away right away.
I don't know how to. I'm not sure how to act like.
Do however you need to do. You do you,
okay.
Boo.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess. All right.
Time, if you're watching, hit screen record.
Yeah, this is.
Alex is already guessing. Oh, that would have been a good one, though, Alex.
What am I doing right now?
I would have given you time to go change into the short shorts and tank top too. If that would have been amazing.
I need some pearls. I feel like I need pearls because I always picture this character in pearls.
Okay, so you're doing it now. Go.
I'm doing that. So I'm trying to give some hints, some pearls. I also wish I had some tape because I would tape my nose to be a little more like,
go ahead,
so that's just.
Do your thing. Do it.
I don't have tape to do that.
Act it up.
I don't have tape to do that. And then I don't want to do the voice. I don't know how to do the voice. I don't know what to do other than, so there's a couple of things that I'm picturing her doing. It's a she.
Alex,
like it's a lot of this because sometimes she has like gloves on and she spruces up really pretty, whatever. But
pretty.
How do I act like this? But she also can get mad and gets really angry and punches people through the walls. I don't know how to act this person.
You're such a ham, Jeff. You're such a ham.
She could be as well.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? How did
what are people doing? How did they
do
this?
The pearls and the prissiness plus the throwing through the wall.
Yes, it was Miss Piggy. How in the world?
I was going to do like
you're the worst actor ever. And that was how I have no idea. I knew what it was, and I didn't know what you were doing.
What was it? I didn't even know it was Miss Piggy. I thought I was doing something else.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Alex, you are so in sync with this Teach Better family. That is crazy.
They know me. They're like, we need to help Jeff out. They've actually hacked StreamYard so they can see the answers for me.
Inside, yeah, that was impressive.
The tape up yeah. That was sort of my thing. I'm like, if I do this, then maybe they'll know that I'm doing a pig thing. And then whatever I do, there's only a few pigs they can choose from, right?
Yeah.
Like, who are you gonna pick? You're gonna pick Babe, the pig from
Charlotte's Web. What was
Charlotte's Web? Who's the pig
Wilbur.
in that?
Wilbur.
Yeah. Wilbur. I don't know. Wilbur. That's from Mr. Ed.
Oh, well.
That'd have been a fun one. My guess about the Queen came before he said the nose part. Yeah, that's good, Alex. I won't tell the Queen. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
What else you got? We still got 13 minutes. That was so quick.
Well, you're just such an amazing actor. So do you want to hum? Do you want to act? Do you want to, or we can do? I
kind of wouldn't mind
Family Feud. Go ahead. Sorry.
What's Family Feud? Family Feud?
Family Feud is like a lame version of Outburst. So just like on the regular show, I give you the category, survey says, and you have to figure out what are all the things on the.
Oh yeah, let's do that. That'll be fun. And they can be all. So that's where I was going to get to was I was going to do Kermit.
Yeah.
I was Kermit, like I don't know, but I sound more like Kermit than I do.
Say it again. What are we going to do exactly?
Oh, Kermit. I don't know how she sounds.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing. And just for the record, I have you noticed that I'm the one just asking you all these things because you've been gone for a few weeks, so it is all on you today.
Oh, next week you're done for.
No, yeah, right. Okay, that would require some prep work on your part, Jeff Carcass.
I've been prepping. I wrote down next week, Dave perform with Backstreet Boys.
Oh, okay. Backstreet's back. All right. Yeah, I got that. As long as I can dance, I'll make a little dance floor here. I'm good to go.
I just got a text. And I just got a text from someone just saying, hey, that they were just thinking about me and hope I'm doing okay, that I'm awesome, and that they appreciate me.
Wow.
Guess who it's from?
I don't have no idea.
The boss lady.
What?
Caitlin Giordano.
How amazing is that?
I just happened to look. I have my iPad there, and it popped up. So
she's amazing, amazing. Like one of my favorite people on the planet. She's so good.
Sorry, I just got another text too that made me laugh worse. So my neighbor sent me something because this makes me feel good. It's a picture. It says, "Feel like a bad parent." Is it quokkas? Is that a little furry animal? Quokkas toss their babies at predators so they can escape.
Okay.
Ever feel like a bad? He says this keeps me going. Sorry, I don't know. happened to look down. I saw a couple texts come through. All right, let's do this one.
Okay, this is a fun one, and I like that we have Jillian playing this today because she can probably help us with this, and Taylor probably could too. Were you part of our group a couple weeks ago when Taylor described the weather in Alabama? Did you hear this?
Mm-mm.
Taylor, go ahead and put that in the chat real quick. How did you describe the weather in Alabama? Because I don't know that I can say it with a straight face. He actually said there's bumper stickers that say this too, and he's going to try to find me one. So Taylor, you put that in the chat so I don't have to say it out loud. So they might be able to help you with this. We shall see. The category for Family Feud. Tell me something that people in Florida do a lot more than people in Ohio. Yes. So, and you can see Taylor's description and Alex's description.
Is
Right?
this
this is Family Feud? So there are
how old is the game card?
10 years, but these are evergreen things.
Oh, my first guess was going to be get COVID, but
yeah, no, that is shame on you. Shame on you, Jeff. Slap your own hand.
Okay.
So it's more evergreen stuff. It's stuff that.
Okay. All right. So am I supposed to go? All right. They're giving me some. I'm getting some stuff in here. Knife alligators, interact with alligators. Go to the beach. I do think go to the beach. I'm going to say swim.
Swim is number 2 on the list.
Okay.
Well done. Golf is number 8 on the list. Look at you.
On the list?
8. Yeah. Oh, Alex, shame on you. If you've seen Dexter, we're not using Dexter references either. So
sunbathe,
not Miami Vice references. So I know Jillian. I'm sorry. Look at Jillian. She's getting offended now. Florida is an amazing place. So I agree with you, Jillian. Just stop, you guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sunbathe. Or wear suntan lotion. One or the other.
Are those okay? Or one or the other.
Or both.
Neither one. Neither one is on the list. Yeah.
Wear shorts.
Actually, that is here. Yes, wear shorts is on the list.
Oh, now I'm all right. So,
and you're getting some interaction with the people here. They're giving you some suggestions. So, the knife alligators, I'll just tell you that's not on the list. So don't go there.
Go to the beach. I think it's a good one.
Go to the beach is actually number 1. Written just like that. Go to the beach. Why don't people go to the beach in Ohio?
Because, we do, but it's usually in North Carolina.
Okay, there you go.
You go to North Carolina, go down the Brunswick County beaches. If you're on any of those, you're going to meet 38 people from Ohio. And you're like, oh, you live a town over from me, but I've never met you. Because it's just far enough. It's far enough to get away, but it's not too far. It's not Florida.
Right. And how long of a drive is it for you when you go on vacation?
From my house to our, so we go to Sunset Beach, which is the southernmost island in North Carolina, with stops and everything. 11.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Yeah, that's perfect.
11 or fewer, depending on stops and traffic and stuff. Perfect. Yeah, 11-ish.
Perfect.
Used to take. Well, I've been going there with my mom and dad since we were young. When I was younger, used to take us 14, 15 before they built some of the freeways.
Gotcha.
Stuff. It'd take forever. I'm with Taylor here. I'm going to say water ski. Show me water ski.
Water ski is not on the list. I don't know that a whole lot of people water ski in the ocean, though, do they?
That's a good point. That's more of a lake sport. Thanks, Taylor. Really messed that one up for me, buddy.
Yeah, so he's Alabama / Mississippi. He doesn't know.
Alex is totally right with Lake Erie.
Agree. On fire one time, didn't it?
So I don't know. At some point, how about I'm going to go with Alex. I'm trusting Alex on this one. Go to Disney World.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Not on their
list because
how many are left?
A lot. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 because one of them I'll combine. So 4.
Wear sunglasses.
No, not on the list. Sorry.
Wear flip-flops.
Still not on the list. I put that So let me just give it. When you said shorts, wear summer clothes /
that
shorts.
counts. Okay.
So yeah.
See, I wouldn't have guessed those two had you told me.
So again, just to reset this for people, things that people do a lot more in Florida than in Ohio.
Yeah, but Holly, Erie isn't is in Ohio. That's PA. We don't talk about that.
It's still on Lake Erie, though, so she gets the gist.
It's on the wrong side of the border.
I like Jillian's last answer that she put up there. It's not on the list, but it's still a good one. Eat an early bird dinner with the old folks.
I was going to say retire, but that doesn't necessarily mean people from Florida retire more. We already did golf, right?
Golf was on there. Yep, that was number 8.
How about eat seafood?
Eat seafood is number 3.
Nice.
Well done. It actually says eat seafood and oranges. I don't know why they combined those, but yeah, seafood and oranges. Yes.
Go on a boat.
Go on a boat would have been a good one, but it's not on the list.
That's
I mean, yeah. You're only really missing 2 because I've combined a couple here, but
how about drive either golf carts or small scooters?
No, not on the list.
Okay, so what else is there? So, what do they do more of? I feel like I got all the obvious ones.
Yeah, you kind of did. I was
gonna say have hurricanes. Pick strawberries? Pick strawberries? Is pick strawberries in there?
It's not, but that's interesting. I lived in Florida for a while and I never picked strawberries. That's interesting.
Oranges, maybe?
Well, that was oranges / seafood. So.
Oh, okay. I'm stuck. I'm not sure.
All right, I think everybody else is stuck too. So I'll just give you one of them. One of them is sweat. Apparently,
I was going to say sweat. Yeah.
It's because of that moist heat, as Taylor describes it. In the South.
That's more than any other state.
No, it's just Ohio. More than Ohio.
It's not more than Ohio.
The question was, tell me something that people in Florida do a lot more than people in Ohio.
Yeah. Oh, was it? Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't hear the Ohio part. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Scuba diving. Scuba diving a thing?
Scuba diving is a thing. It's not a thing on the list.
Thanks.
Just to clarify, yeah. So the last one, it's you were hitting all around it, but you didn't quite get it. Go fishing.
Oh,
Go fishing.
Go fishing, jeez.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Family Feud. So,
okay.
So that's what you've missed out on in the last couple of weeks. There was one more game that I didn't pull out because we ran out of time. But it was called Stuff Happens, where if you haven't played it yet, it's kind of fun to play with kids too. But you get cards, and there's bad things that could happen, and they give it a score of 0 to 100. 100 meaning it's the worst thing that could ever happen to somebody. 0 is not that bad, and you have to try to pick which one is worse. Which one did the card makers think was worse? So we've been playing that one the last couple of weeks too. Which is worse, stepping on a rusty nail or getting fired from your job? Which one has a higher misery index? And then you have to talk it out and figure out which one has the higher misery index. So we did that one too, but we ran out of time, so you don't have to go down that miserable road tonight. But
good enough.
So that's what you've missed out on the last few weeks, and then you're back.
And what would really make me feel like that I'm really I'm back and I'm feeling great, would really just make my day, is if everyone could just absolutely flood the comments right now with some green hearts. That'd be awesome. We talked about the ambassador application, so I just want to mention that again. So
if anybody are we allowed to ask? Can I ask? I'm going to ask anyway. I don't know. Smack my hand. If you are applying, or if you did apply for the ambassador thing, can people tell us?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah. You can tell us.
If you applied, if you're planning on applying, raise your hand. Say
let us know. A couple people already mentioned that. So ambassador, that is open. Those applications are open until the 27th. We are currently looking for someone to come be my assistant, very, very, very part-time. I think ideal for me, ideal probably for someone younger that doesn't need a whole lot in the ways of hours and income, but wants to grow. So that's fun. And tomorrow night, Mastery Chat, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Do you know who's leading us?
I don't right now. Who is it?
Carly Spina.
Spina?
Spina's leading us.
I am there. I'm going to pick out my outfit now, so I'm color coordinated. I can't communicate with Spina unless my outfit matches my cup and shoes and the whole thing. I'm so excited.
Which means afterwards you get Carly and Ray.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of dynamic duo,
so you're a Jepson away from Call Me Maybe at that point. So, it's
wow. Hashtag dad joke, but well done.
Dad joke.
That was amazing. Well done. I love that one.
Yeah, and then on Friday at what time is that on Friday? Friday at 7:00 Eastern Time. Megan and Andrea will be live talking about. Are they? Hold on a second. Never mind. They're live only in the ambassador group. My bad. Stick around because we'll have more next week. I think we have a couple more lives that are talking about the ambassador program and stuff like that. But I hope people will consider applying and get in there. And we'll be tomorrow night at Mastery Chat. And then hopefully I will, in fact, be back next week with you. And I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to go back and replay. I'm going to analyze your work here.
Yeah, let me know.
This has just been a big audition, really. It's always been happening over the last month.
Everyone who's been commenting nice things, you can all DM Dave and let him know what you really think. And
they already did. You know how you said you got that nice text? I wasn't going to read you the text that I've got because I'll let you live on that nice little moment that you got from Caitlin.
Oh, yeah. Well, what are you going to do? Anyway, all right. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Dave. I got to go on. We got some shopping to do.
Have fun.
We got $20 to spend. We're rocking. Jacqueline's already like, hey, if we go to Five Below, I might go find 2 things for it. I'm like, you might be able to find more because it's below 5 sometimes. She's like, oh, I could do 3 things. I'm like, yeah, you could do 3 things.
Well played.
And she started asking me, sorry, we're past time, but she's really good. So they both have savings accounts. Anytime they get money, I'm like, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep it in your wallet so you can spend it, or do you want to spend it right now, or do you want to save it? I try and tell them, like, let's do half. She typically saves. Jonathan spends it right away. But she asked me today how much she would need to save in order to be a millionaire.
Ooh, I'm guessing $1 million?
I said, well, $1 million. I said, by how old? She said, right around, she's like, how old you are? And I'm like, well, let's bump it up just a little bit to 40. And so we calculated what she'd have to save to be 40, and she decided she wasn't going to save that much right now. But I told her, but you can do it differently. Like, that's if it gets 0%. I said, what if you were investing?
Look at you teaching compound interest already.
So she's looking at me she's like, I don't know. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm going to explain investing now. So we went through this whole thing, and now they may or may not have custodial accounts at my brokerage, and they're going to invest now. So
that's awesome.
It's really cool because we're going to allow them to pick what they invest in, like Disney and stuff like that. So I gotta imagine Jonathan's portfolio is going to be all video game stuff. Jacqueline will be like Disney, and she'll probably want to get into Apple and Netflix.
So is now the time to announce that Teach Better is going public? Is that
not happening?
No, okay.
I don't have to deal with all that. Yes, actually, it is. No, I don't think our shares would be super high right now.
That's what they said about GameStop. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it didn't work out as well as everyone. They stopped covering that when everybody lost their money again. Yeah. That was fun to see. It was a good time. Kind of wish I would have bought. Did you see that there was a kid who was 10 years old?
I saw.
His mom had got him $11, 11 shares, something like that.
3 years ago, yeah.
Because he likes GameStop and he's made a couple $1,000s. So anyway, that was a fun thing. So I'm going to go do that with the kids. Appreciate you. And hopefully I'll see you guys all next week. We'll see.
Take care, everybody.
All right, we'll see you.